Good morning, everyone. Happy Talk to Me Tuesday. Welcome to this no air conditioning, no makeup version of TTMT. My air conditioner's been out since Thursday night, and Sears has not deigned to come fix it yet, so it will be fixed hopefully tomorrow, and I'll have my air conditioning back, which will be fabulous because it is currently 90 degrees in my sewing room. It is hot in this house. I am very uncomfortable, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as I can. I have a couple really cool things. I have been productive despite the heat. Last week, Gareth and I, my son, we did a really big project that lasted about 3 days. So I'm going to insert pictures here. And now I'm going to talk about it. We turned his door, as you can see, into the TARDIS. The TARDIS is obviously from Doctor Who, and for those of you that don't know, you should go watch Doctor Who because it's incredible. It's really great. It's been on for years and years and years, but the last 5 or 6 years have been, I think, brought in a lot of new fans. I wasn't a Who watcher until this last year, so I've really enjoyed getting to know the fandom and getting to know all about the show. I showed this, a sneak peek of this, several weeks ago, and this was our map for the TARDIS. It is slightly stretched to fit his door because his door is narrow and tall, and obviously not as wide, and not perfect, but it is as to scale as I could make it for the TARDIS. So the letters were actually vinyl. I found 2-inch and 1-inch white vinyl letters at Hobby Lobby, so those worked really perfectly and kept me from having to hand paint those babies on. I still need to put the little handles that go on each side of the TARDIS door. They obviously won't work, but I have one, but for whatever reason I just didn't realize there were two, so I needed to get a second one. So as soon as I get those on, it will be completely done. So I'll show some more close-up pictures here. So that was the top of the TARDIS, so you can get a really good look at the letters, and then you got a little bit better look at the sign, which I did that in Photoshop by taking a screen cap of the TARDIS itself, and then I just overlaid the same font on it and then stretched it until it would fit the rectangle that I needed to put it in. I've still been crocheting for the 12-inch block swap that I posted about last week. I did this one, which is called Lacy Sun, and I cannot think of the author's name right now. I'm sorry, but I will post a link in the sidebar. It's hot. It's 90 degrees. It makes it really hard to think. Okay, so Lacy Sun, and this guy, this was version 1 of an original design I did on the 4th of July while watching. Actually, no, I did this one on July 3rd while watching Bridget Jones, which has nothing to do with this. And then this one was my rewrite edit that I did on July 4th, and I call this veritable V-stitch because most of the rounds are V-stitches. But I thought it was nice open work, and this one is nice and icy colors, which I needed on the 4th of July because it was really hot inside my house and out. Also, I have another fairly big project I've been working on. This is one that I'm overdue and I need to get it done and in the mail ASAP. This is for Pinswoods, and she is hosting a Star Trek Harry Potter meetup in Alcatraz at the Alcatraz Con, the Harry Potter fan convention conference in San Francisco. So for a little swap, I'm making her some banners and for her meetup, and she's gonna bring me some Alcatraz goodies. So if you're going to Alcatraz and you want to send me something, you can give it to Pinswoods. Okay, this is almost finished. I have a little bit of hand stitching to do on the back, but I'm going to back way up so you can see this because it is big. This is banner number 1 for Pinswoods for Alcatraz. You can see it's the Star Trek symbol, but it's got the Hogwarts house colors on it instead of the Star Trek colors from the poster. It's approximately 22 by 36, and it is all fabric, original design. I drew it all out, all that stuff, and it's actually I know this is a shock, but it's applique. It is not paper piece because it's too darn big. I have one more to make. It's about half done. I just need to finish it up, and then I'll be done with that. And at the very end of this, I want to share a little follow-up from last week's Talk to Me Tuesday. I mentioned I was going to Book People. Sorry, Book People. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to Book People for a live Harry Potter event called Harry Potter Explosion, which was a book signing with Melissa and Ellie for her book, Harry History, some live Wizard Rock, and a live mini Pottercast. What I wanted to talk about was Melissa's book, which is Harry History. I actually got this when it very first came out some time ago. I think it was earlier, beginning of this year sometime. And this is my second copy. My first copy I loaned to my mom, and I actually loaned it to my sister first, and I loaned it to my mom, and I didn't think about getting it back before I went to the book signing, so I got another copy so I could have it autographed. But what I want to talk about this book is if you are a Harry Potter fan and have been a Harry Potter fan for any length of time whatsoever, you need to read this book. This book is about us. It's about our fandom. It's about what we went through all the years that we were reading Harry Potter, about how we waited and how news was important and fan fiction was important and shipping was important and costuming was important and how, little pieces of news spun theories, and it's beautifully written, incredibly researched. Melissa did a great job in this book. First time I read it, and the second time, I won't lie, I cried because this is a piece of our fandom history, and it's saved for all time. It's almost like a diary for us about our history. So if you haven't read Harry History yet, read it. It's an awesome read. It really, really is. It's fantastic, and I highly, highly recommend it. And I will probably read it again. I'm on my second read now. I'll probably read it again, in years to come, to remind me what that 10 years was like, what all those years of the intense years of waiting and countdowns and costuming and everything else that we did and will continue to do, but on a lesser scale. So I guess that's probably it. And it is, we've gone up a degree since I've been in here, probably because my door's closed. So that's it for this week's Talk to Me Tuesday. Hopefully next week I will be AC'd and ready to talk about the Harry Potter event that I'll be going to, the midnight release for Half-Blood Prince. I will hopefully have a special guest next Tuesday. We will see. It depends on whether or not she will agree to appear with me. So we'll see how that goes. And that's it. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.